Hey there, it's Southern Gospel Gardener, and welcome to this episode of The Opening Act. Today we're going to talk about getting some bulbs in the ground, some tulips and some other plants, and also we're going to talk about a particular project by Triumphant Quartet called Every Day. Hey. Hi, Clayton Inman.
Hey.
Hey guys, it's Clayton Inman. Man, I'm so glad you're here. It just happened to be in my backyard. That's amazing. I'm glad you're here. We're going to be talking about... We're going to be talking about Triumphant's CD, Every Day. What's your favorite song on that album?
Man, I have a lot of favorites on there. Every Day, of course, the title cut. Somebody Died for Me.
Oh, that's a great song.
You'll find on there. When the Trumpet Sounds.
Oh, that's a great kickoff.
All of which, I love that song.
Yeah.
It sounds. You know what? It's hard to pinpoint one particular song. I really like them all. I think it's a well-rounded CD.
Yeah, well, I agree.
I was proud to be on it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Clayton, thanks for being here, and we're going to get to digging. How does that sound?
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is your home?
Yeah, it is.
Wow, okay, cool. I love it.
Thanks.
Didn't know where I was.
Well, I'm not sure what happened to Clayton. Well, he found his way here. I'm sure he can find his way out. This is a pretty good spot for us to start planting these bulbs. And what we're going to do is we're going to plant bulbs all over this yard. I bought this particular bag. Tulips, 50 bulbs for $16.98. 17 bucks for 50 tulips. What's great about tulips is you just plant them in the ground around October. Right now we're going to open up Triumphant CD, Every Day. And the #1 song is Jesus Built This Church on Love. Now this is an old hymn song, and boy, you know what? It sets the tone for the whole CD. It starts off with a little bit of organ music, and here comes David Sutton singing his heart out, and from that point on, you know it's just going to be a great album. So let's listen to that while we clear.
Do you ever just get to wondering about the way things are today? So many on board the gospel ship trying to row a different way. If we all pull together like a family, me and you, we'll come a lot closer to doing what the Lord.
So that's about 6 inches there. Then I'll take this bulb, and you see how it has a pointy end on that? You want that pointy side up. Put a pointy side down, it's just not going to work out the way you want it to. So drop that into the ground. Cover it back up. Easy, right? So we've got one right here. Let's put another one right next to it. Now, I love the song Every Day. Every Day has a great message about what Christians are supposed to do is brighten up the world. We're supposed to be the salt of the world, right? So brighten up somebody else's life. So let's listen to Every Day, and we'll get a few more bulbs in here.
Lost, I want to show them the sunshine. If they're tossed, I want to throw them a lifeline. I want to reach out my hand to.
One of the best cuts on the Every Day album was Somebody Died for Me. And it's kind of amazing. Scotty Inman is featured on this song, and Somebody Died for Me was a top 10 song of 2011. And also a top 10 song of 2011 was something written by Wayne Haun called Love Came Calling, which was the title of the next project. Both of these were top 10 songs, and Scotty Inman is featured on them both. So what, Scotty, you think you're better than me or something? Yeah, you are. But anyway, while we're listening to that, we're going to put some of these bulbs over here. Now, we've been over here several times with this particular palm. We've planted this hosta, but right now we've got some vinca ivy that's just really overgrowing where I want it to be. So I'm going to have to trim this back and then pull the bark back before we start putting bulbs in. So we're going to trim that back while we listen. Somebody died for me.
Gotta help me not forget somebody died for me. Before I even asked for help, gave his life for me. When I could not
course, we won't be able to see the results on this particular show. I guess you just have to visit my garden. Apparently it's pretty easy to find, right, Clayton? So here's the next spot where we're going to be planting something. Now this time it's not going to be tulip bulbs, we've got different bulbs this time. It's called Purple Sensation Allium. Here, that's basically what it's going to look like. Looks like, you know those snowballs, like marshmallow stuff with coconut all over, only these are going to be purple. And so what we want to do is put them in a place where they're going to stand out. Clayton Inman, who was just around here a while ago, is one of the greatest singers of Southern gospel music, really of all time. I mean, he's been singing for a pretty long time, and everywhere he goes, I've always thought, boy, that guy he can just sing. He can out-sing just about anybody. He's got such a great voice. And of course, you know, he looks like Superman too. So that doesn't hurt him. But on this particular album, he's got two great songs. One of them is written by Rodney Griffin, and it's called Amazed at the Change. So let's listen to this fine voice sing one of the great songwriters' songs.
I'm amazed at the change, overwhelmed at his power to save, overcome by a love that stays, so amazed at the change, if you could see the man I was.
Now these don't need to go 6 inches underground. These only need to go about 3 inches because they're not quite as tough as pushing through the soil as tulips. Right here in front of the sago palm looks like a pretty good place to put the rest of our purple allium. That's what we'll do. Now, Eric Bennett has been voted best bass singer. I think it's 2 years in a row. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm sure I'll get some nasty emails that I'm wrong about that. So, but I think it's 2 years, or maybe 3 years. Either way, he's a great bass singer, and he's also the MC for the group. And he's featured on one of the songs on this album called One Drop. So let's listen to that.
No millions come to the cross to be set free. Still there remains one drop of blood for me.
Now we've got a new plant called a Grape Hyacinth. Now this is going to be blue and purple. Beautiful, fragrant flowers. So what we want to do is put it in the front yard because it's going to look really nice, going to attract a lot of attention. Neighbors are going to love it. Oh yeah, they're going to be giving me a lot of attitude because they're going to like it so much. So what we want to do is put these close together. Now these only go 2 inches under the ground and only about 2 inches apart. They're real small. You can see these small itty bitty bulbs. So while I'm clearing away everything, we're going to listen to David Sutton. Little David Sutton. He's a cute little feller, and we're going to listen to him sing Joe Mascao, the piano player from the Imperials. We're going to listen to his song that he wrote, What a Wonderful Day.
Praise God, I'll see all the saints of old on that wonderful day, when those gates unfold.
Well, I have certainly enjoyed this episode, bringing you Triumphant's album Every Day. And of course, when you get somebody like Jeff Stice, who is a fantastic piano player, one of the greatest of all time, combine that with Wayne Haun, who, for me, is the best producer in Southern gospel music. That's a great combination. That's why this album is so great. A combination of great songs, great arrangement, great singing. What else do you need? Triumphant Every Day. If you don't have the CD, go get it, or you're going to be just taking your head and banging it on a wall over and over. So avoid the goose eggs. Go buy that CD right now. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the Southern Gospel Gardener, Chris Henry. So long.